have my name on paper.
The fourth.
Introduction. The divine appointment.
The moon is about to do something it hasn't done in years, and it's
with
Everyone remembers Jezebel as wicked.
God just told me to move.
There is a woman sitting in a...
This is why they wanted to get rid of you. This message
is not for everyone. You'll know if it's for you. Simply put, this person was mad at all the attention you got. But it didn't stop there. They were mad that you had far more intelligence than them. Your energy was much better, and you were more attractive, and people gravitated towards you, and you just knew how to communicate with others, and you were like a magnet for other people. And this person was envious of what you had. They were jealous of your gifts, they were jealous of your ideas, they were jealous of your creativity. This person was a lame and is still a lame, and the best plan they had was to try to become like you. But they knew that if they stood beside you, it would be blatantly obvious they were copying you, and that other people would call them out on it. So they came up with this plan to try to get rid of you. And they tried a whole bunch of things. They tried to isolate you, they tried to stress you out, they tried to humiliate you, ruin your reputation. They were just trying to get you out of the picture in totality. And they tried everything they could think of, but nothing worked. Okay? They thought that if they were just merely in your presence and they just sat there quietly observing everything you said, they were going to learn your personality and learn how you think. And then they can go out there and make believe they were you. But obviously, the plan didn't work out, and if anything, it backfired severely. And now this person is isolated, and no one deals with them anymore. Okay? This person really tried to do major damage to you, but you survived all of their tactics. You survived all of their attacks, and it only made you stronger. This person wanted to get rid of you simply because they were jealous and envious of who you are. Your personality, your charm, your intellect, the way you joke around, the way other people love you. This person wanted to become you because they felt like no one was paying any attention to them. All right, if you ordered any of my books, I really hope...
Hey, collective.
It's not a dabble product in my opinion, but it is a way.
My beloved child, a trembling message is rising in your spirit right now.
It can't get better than
Wait, before you scroll past this, I need you to stop for just a second. Because Spirit pulled me aside before I even started recording today and said, the person who finds this video is not an ordinary soul. And I know that sounds like something a reader might say to everyone, but I want you to understand, I have been doing this for years. I have read for thousands of people, and what I am feeling around the energy of whoever is meant to find this reading is something I genuinely do not encounter often. This is not someone who is just spiritually curious. This is not someone who is just beginning to wake up. The soul that is being drawn to this video right now is operating at one of the highest vibrational frequencies I have ever come into contact with. And Spirit is saying they don't fully know it yet. They've been walking around in this body, in this life, carrying something enormous inside them, and nobody has ever sat them down and said, do you know what you actually are? Do you know what you're actually carrying? So that's what this reading is, that's why you're here, and I promise you, if you stay until the end, something in you is going to shift. Something that has been waiting to be confirmed is finally going to be confirmed, so don't go anywhere.
Alright, you've seen those ads saying you can get GLP-1 for $99 per month. Do not be fooled. That is not the price of GLP-1. It's a membership fee that they're charging you, and even worse, they're going to bill you.
Don't go anywhere. This one is for you. My name is Juliet, and I do these collective energy readings because Spirit consistently shows me that the right message finds the right person at exactly the right moment. You were not randomly recommended this video. That is not how this works. You were guided here, and I am honored to be the one delivering what comes through today. So let's set the space, let's take a breath together, and let's go in. The very first thing coming through before I even touch the deck is a color. I'm seeing deep violet, almost indigo, and Spirit is saying this color is significant for you. Either it's a color you're drawn to, a color you wear or decorate with, or it's simply your aura color, the frequency your energy field naturally resonates at. Violet and indigo are the colors of the third eye and the crown chakra, and the fact that this is the first thing Spirit showed me tells me everything about who you are. You are someone whose gifts are not primarily physical or even emotional, though those are very much present. Your primary gifts are spiritual and perceptual. You see things, you know things, you pick up on energy in rooms, in conversations, in people's eyes, in the silence between words. And you have probably spent a significant portion of your life not knowing what to do with that ability or wondering if it was even real. Spirit wants me to tell you right now, it is real. It has always been real, and it is one of the defining features of the extraordinarily rare soul type that you are. I'm also seeing the letter J or the letter M coming through very strongly. This could be your initial, the initial of someone deeply significant in your life, a family member, a person connected to this reading, or even the initial of a place that holds meaning for you. Hold on to that. We'll see if more confirmation comes through as we go deeper. Let me bring in the cards now. The first card out is the World, and I want you to feel that for a moment before I say anything else. The World. In all my years of doing this work, when the World lands as the very first card in a soul level reading, Spirit is making a statement, not a suggestion, a declaration. This card, in its highest expression, represents the soul that has completed something. Not in this lifetime necessarily, but across many, many cycles of experience and growth. You are an old soul in the truest sense of that phrase, not old in a tired way, old in a wise way. Old in the way that a river that has traveled a very long distance has something that a brand new stream simply does not have yet, which is depth and direction, and the quiet certainty of something that has been shaped by time. I'm also picking up specific signs here. Scorpio, Pisces, and Capricorn energy are very present in this card for you. This could be your sun, moon, or rising sign, or it could be significant people in your life who carry these energies. Scorpio for the transformation you've walked through, Pisces for the spiritual depth that is so native to who you are, and Capricorn for the quiet, unshakable resilience that lives in your bones even when you don't feel resilient. Even when you feel like you're barely holding on, there is something in you that keeps going. Capricorn energy never fully quits, and I see that in your chart or the chart of someone very close to you. Numbers coming through with this card, 8, 17, and 26. These could be birthdays, so someone born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of any month. August or December birthdays feel especially significant here. If I said your birthday or someone in your life's birthday, let that be a confirmation that this message is for you. The second card is the High Priestess. And now the tears are trying to come because this combination, the World followed by the High Priestess, is one of the most sacred progressions I have ever witnessed in a reading. I have to be completely honest with you about what I'm receiving. This is not a common pull. This is not something I see every week or even every month. This pairing is telling me that you are not just spiritually gifted, you are spiritually appointed. There is a purpose attached to your life that goes beyond personal happiness or personal success. though both of those are very much part of your path. But the High Priestess arriving right after the world is Spirit saying, this person carries sacred wisdom and it is time for them to stop hiding it. I'm getting the letter R or the letter A very clearly with this card. Does that initial belong to you, to someone you love, someone who has deeply shaped who you are? A mother figure, a grandmother, a mentor, a partner. Take that as it resonates. I'm also seeing a very specific image. A woman sitting near water, alone, not out of loneliness, but out of choice. Sitting in the kind of stillness that most people are afraid of. And Spirit is saying, this is you. You have always been someone who finds truth in silence, who needs space to hear yourself think, who sometimes prefers the company of your own inner world to the noise of what's happening around you. And people have maybe misread that about you. They've called you distant or hard to reach when really you were just operating on a frequency that most of them couldn't tune into. Water is deeply significant for you. Oceans, rivers, rain. You could feel an almost spiritual connection to water. You might find that being near water resets you in a way that nothing else does. And the High Priestess near water is one of the most powerful intuitive combinations in the deck. Zodiac energy here. Cancer and Aquarius are both coming through. Cancer for the emotional depth and the way you love with your whole being, the way you feel everything so intensely, even when your face shows nothing. And Aquarius for the part of you that is slightly ahead of its time, the part of you that sees things other people won't understand for years, the part of you that has always felt slightly futuristic in your thinking, even if nobody around you quite kept up. The third card is the Star.
By the time you are done watching this video, you will learn how to turn your passion for travel into real income in just 4 steps. Step number 1, apply to become a Fora travel advisor. With Fora, I was able to turn I love planning trips into I make money planning trips. The application process is just about 10 minutes long, and if you qualify, then you will be invited to join. Step number 2 is that once you are accepted, you will unlock access to comprehensive training, tools, and partner perks that will help you build the skills that you need to grow your bottom line. Step number 3 is to start booking. With Fora's advisor portal, you can make your first booking in just a few clicks. And then step 4, the fun part, you get paid. Once you start booking clients, your commissions are tracked.
Card is the Star, and I had to put my hand on my chest when this one came out because the Star following the World and High Priestess in a single reading is genuinely one of the most breathtaking things I have seen. I'll tell you why in a moment. But first I want to check in with you energetically because I'm getting something very specific here. Spirit is showing me that there was a period, it might be recent or it might be something you're still in the middle of, where things got very heavy, where you questioned your path, your worth, your purpose, where the sensitivity and the depth that make you so extraordinary also became almost unbearable to carry, where you looked around at people who seemed to move through life so effortlessly, so unbothered, and you wondered why you couldn't just be more like that. Why everything had to land so hard on you. Why you felt things so intensely when the world seemed to reward people who felt very little. Does that resonate? Spirit is saying yes. Spirit is saying there were real moments of real darkness for you, and you walked through them. You came out the other side not the same, yes, but not broken. Refined. Polished. The Star is the card that appears after the tower, after the storm, after the thing that threatened to undo everything. It is the card of radical hope that has been tested and survived, and it is appearing in your reading because you are a person who has earned the kind of hope that cannot be shaken. Not naive hope, not wishful thinking. The kind of knowing that comes from having been in the dark and found your way back to the light more than once. The Star also carries the frequency of healing, and I'm hearing Spirit say very clearly your healing is not just for you. The way you have healed yourself, the way you have chosen again and again to come back to wholeness, that is a gift to every single person who will ever encounter your energy. You carry a healed frequency and people feel it. That's why they're drawn to you. That's why they open up to you in ways they don't open up to others. You are a safe frequency. You have done the inner work that creates safety for others just by being present. I'm getting the number 11 and the number 33 with this card. These are master numbers and their presence here is significant. You could have an 11 or a 33 in your numerology, your life path number, your expression number, your soul urge number, or someone born on the 11th or 33rd, so November 11th, any date with an 11 or 2 threes. Master number energy is running through this reading in a very powerful way. People with master numbers in their charts are often the ones who feel like they came here with a larger assignment than the people around them, and that can be isolating, but it is also extraordinarily purposeful. Virgo energy is coming through strongly here. Meticulous, devoted, deeply
Chosen one, what I'm about to reveal may shake you, because if you're reading this or watching this message, it's not by accident. You were guided here by divine